I'm super
Yes, it is.
excited. We have Michele Bee is what we so Boca to be able to show us Instagram. And I can tell you when we had this small group of the Remax socialites, and when they came up with the idea for us to take over the Remax like official with like what 100,000 followers or something.
Yeah.
We got to take over their Instagram for a day, and we all had a day, and then they showed us an example of what they were looking for. And I might have had like an anxiety attack watching, because I really post pictures of my dogs, nothing, about me or anything. So I kind of freaked out a little bit, and I kind of put something in there. And Michele called me, and we just had, we probably talked for at least an hour.
Oh, yeah.
But she was able to kind of guide me through some really cool tips and tricks, and it just really made me feel so much more comfortable. So I am super excited that Michele can kind of help you guys amp up your game with ideas, and now is a great time because we don't have much else going on. Well, it feels like we have all the virtual world going on, but so I'm super excited to have Michele Bee kind of go over her Instagram and help you the way that she was able to help me. So thank you so much, Michele, for joining us.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. Hi, everyone. I'm just down the road from you guys in Boca, and I love where you live. My best friend from Florida lives in Vieira, but she grew up in Cocoa Beach. So okay. I just love it up there. Thank you so much, Heather. And you did she really did an amazing job on her Instagram stories, because that's really where the action is. And you're a great student, by the way, because she just like, she absorbed it and off and running. I'm like, look at her go. I'm going to have to copy some of her stuff. She was much better with some of the swag posts than I was.
Oh, that was so intense. That was, was definitely out of my comfort zone for sure.
Well, actually, surprisingly, I had a few people reach out to me. Just so you guys know, I've been a realtor since 2003. I've always embraced social media. I've embraced video. I found a video from, I think, 11 years ago. I'm going to post it later on my Facebook page from a closing I did with first-time home buyers, all video. That's how long ago. And I have millennials. So I have, Kylie and Allie. And I started with, just a little background with Snapchat, really like kind of having fun with it, mainly because I got pissed off at my girls for videotaping me all the time. And I was like, stop. And then they're like, well, you might like it. And then they were really sorry they asked me to be on Snapchat, because then I outsnapped them. And they will tell you that. They will flat out. And I think Allie said it on a happy hour on Facebook that I did the other day. And she's like, oh, yeah, we were really sorry about that one. But it got me to really learn how to do some of this stuff quickly, not worry about how I look. There's millions of filters. I'm all about hashtag engage at any age. I'm going to be 58 this month. Let that sink in. So it doesn't matter how old you are. You can choose a platform that you like and learn it and run with it. And if you don't know how to do that, then you find free programs, paid programs, whatever it is, to understand why you're using a platform and who your audience is. So I'm always going to go back and say, what's your why and who is your audience? And if your why is, well, somebody told me, and it's really not your jam, then find a platform that your jam is. Facebook's huge still. It's always going to be huge. That's like the base, in my opinion, of your pyramid, or what I like to say, three-legged stool. And then you can do two others, okay? Videos where it's at, I say Instagram should be one. And if you can get comfortable with it, YouTube, it's great. One, because you have the SEO component to YouTube, which is fantastic. It's owned by Google. So our goal is to get leads and to have people find us. And you can do a lot on Facebook with groups, and you can do a lot on YouTube with the SEO, and then you have Instagram. And I started to play around seriously with Instagram just under 2 years ago. And under 2 years ago, I started my lifestyle blog called #SoBoca. And it didn't start off as a blog, it actually started on Instagram. And so when I came up with that concept, I thought about it and I went, well, I probably need to tweak whatever this other account is that I've been using on Instagram. And I turned it into a real estate related Instagram profile. And I say related because I don't do a lot of selling on there. I do a lot of relationship building, communicating, education, motivation, inspiration. Like you, I'm here in Florida. We are a destination location. Some of your best referrals are going to be from agents from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio. I'm not sure where you guys pull from heavily, but I know down here, the Northeast, we pull from very heavily. I know on the West Coast, they're more Midwest. So I'm not sure where your landing state pad is, but you know where that is. So, you know, I started directing my feed to agents in the Northeast and agents that I met through different, you know, events and whatnot. So one of the things I'm going to ask you guys to do right now is to open up your phone and go on Instagram if you have the app and follow me, because I always forget to tell people to do that. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, it's at the Michele Bee, THE, Michele, MICHELE, B as in boy, double E, and follow me. Because I have lots of things on there to help you after we have this webinar. I have Instagram tips in the highlights, and I'm going to show you what that is.
I love your highlights.
Thank you. And you can share those highlights, guys. And I'll touch on that just a little bit. I know this is like 30 days of content, so I'll briefly like jump on my slides just to like go over that. And then we'll just go on my feed and I'll show you some different things. And if you have questions, Heather can like monitor that and throw them at me and I'll do my best to answer them. I have a question. How many of you do have an Instagram account? Just raise your hand. Is it a business account? Or is it a personal account? If you have a personal account, unless there's some particular reason that you don't want business, I would convert that to a business account, because what I've done with mine is it's personal and business. Because at the end of the day, as real estate agents, we share a lot of our personal life, just the nature of what we do, unless it's a safety issue. So that's a different scenario. But I would convert your account to a business account, and you can do that by changing the settings in your profile. Now, so here's what I'm going to do. Heather, I'm going to go, what do I need to do here if I want to share my PowerPoint? Just
at the bottom
share
of the screen? Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Let's see here. I took off all the ratchet stuff. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, that's perfect.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna, there we go. All right, so this is really 30 days of content, but we're gonna go over some other stuff for you guys. So this is just who I am. Really, really brief. I'm a lifestyle blogger, realtor, micro-influencer, podcaster, social media maven, niches expert, and I'm a mom of millennials. And yeah, I'm over 55. Boom. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now, let me see how fast this is going to click over for me. I think it's moving a little slow. Hold on. It's probably like 9 screens ahead now. Hold on. Doesn't want to work. Let's see here. Well, it's kind of frozen. Let's see here. Let's try this again. I'll just do it this way. So I'm mainly going to talk about getting started with a business account. There we go. It must have been stuck before. Okay. Oh, now it's just going. Wow, my whole presentation. Cool. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to do it manually. All right, let's go back here. Gotta love social, right? And tech. So business account, go ahead and open your app, follow me. You can take notes, but Heather's going to have everything for you. Here's a few things about Instagram. And I'm going to start off with this one. Over 250 million people over the age of 50 are on Instagram. So I never worry about the demographics or the stats. Like, I really shouldn't have been on Snapchat. Who cares? Do I have a TikTok account? I do. I don't care. And I play around with these things so that I understand how to use them, because I never know where a referral might come from because of that. There are 1 billion active accounts every month. You can see the stats here. 64% of the users are between 18 and 34. They have a lot of money, by the way. A lot of these folks have income. They can purchase properties. So if you like to focus on the first-time home buyer or the relocation executive, this is a great platform for you guys to be learning, okay? The growth, follower growth increase is 6 to 8% month over month. Branded hashtags are a big deal. Hashtag SoBoca is a branded hashtag. And one of the reasons I branded that was because I also trademarked it. It was very specific to something I wanted to work on. But having hashtags, which I'm sure you all know what a hashtag is. It could be hashtag realtor, hashtag Remax Hustle, hashtag realtor life, hashtag Melbourne real estate, hashtag Cocoa Beach realtor, okay? Or for those of us who are way, way back, that would be the pound sign. Once you start using hashtags in your posts, you're going to be really golden, and that's how people can find you. And that's part of the SEO for Instagram, is hashtags. You can find people that way, and you can be found that way. So with that being said, if you want to generate real estate leads through Instagram, here are some things that the types of leads that you can get. You can get referrals from other agents, and I think Florida agents are really in a great position for this, because we are very referral based, right? Many of us, local home buyers are on Instagram, new clients, home sellers, past clients, empty nesters. If you have a niche, you can really drill down and niche your profile. Like I just said, first-time home buyers is big, renters, people going through divorce, new construction. There's so many different opportunities to get referrals. Let me just click through here. And it's a great way for you to brand yourself. I'm going to try this one more time, guys, so that you don't have the full thing. It's a great way for you to have conversations, and you really need to stop selling. And I find that this has been an exceptional way for me to brand my real estate business, along with my community lifestyle blog. You can create calls to action so easily in stories. It's so much fun. And you can generate referrals. Yay. So let's talk a little bit about creating 30 days of content, because one of the things that comes up when I'm speaking about this is I don't have time. I don't know how to create the content. I don't know what to talk about. Would you all agree that those are things that you think about when you're trying to create content, whether it's for Instagram or for social media? Because I think we've all been in that same position. So if this is happening to you where you're like, I don't know what to post, we're going to create a system for you. So here's what I suggest to start with. So you do a little, we always have to do a little bit of groundwork, right? So know who your audience is, know who your avatar is. Maybe your avatar is the first-time home buyer between the age of 25 and 35. They're a college graduate. They work for, I don't know, a local corporation. Maybe they have interest in some sort of event or hobby or something in your town. Just kind of figure out who you're directing your message to by knowing who your audience is and who your avatar is. Second of all, I'm a huge fan of the niche. I very much so specialized in seniors that downsize, probate properties, working with divorce, and relocation. Then I have the other people in my sphere, because I've been here a long time, that will reach out to me and say, hey, we want to buy something, we want to sell something. I'm very focused on my niches. Now, seniors that downsize and probate, probably not real nichey for Instagram, but I've got an audience, say, on Facebook for that. However, my niche on my Instagram account is reaching out to other real estate agents so they think of me when they have a referral. And that's a big piece of my business. So I just got a referral from an agent in New Jersey. I got it in like mid-November. We closed them during the height of everything. They relocated up to New Jersey. That's a direct referral from Instagram, $630,000 referral. So, I mean, if you get one referral a year, it's made your day and the time that you have spent. So think about who your audience is, what your niche is. And if you have like a hobby, like I meet people all the time and they have interesting hobbies. So you could talk about your hobby on your Instagram feed and then occasionally throw in something about real estate. You know, I met someone who was a chef and he's a realtor. And I'm like, you know, you should really target your Instagram towards chefs in our area, because chefs in our area are going to, you know, gravitate towards you because you're one of them. So start thinking about what are your interests and how can you connect the dots with other people in your area, and then you can find them through the hashtags. So if your hashtag, like my husband's a sport fisherman. So if I wanted to connect with other captains and sport fishing people in the community, I'd be looking at hashtags that say hashtag sportfish Boca, hashtag Boca Raton sport fishing, hashtag South Florida sport fishing. See where I'm going with that? That's how you can search and connect with people. Maybe you like to go to the gym, unlike myself. But if you do and you want to meet other people who maybe really like a certain type of style of workout, look for that hashtag that's local. Micro local is where it's at. Don't worry about these big gigantic ones. Hashtag realtor is not going to help you out. There's so many people using that. You're never going to get found that way. Okay, hold on. So advanced content calendar. So here's what you need to do. And this is for any social media that you're doing. If you want to put together a content calendar, then basically here's some prep that you can do. Think about how many Instagram posts or stories can you really like commit to every month. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not do 30 posts a month on my Instagram feed. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys this in a minute so that you know exactly, this is all going to kind of come together. I maybe do 3 posts a week, maybe 4, if that, on my feed. Where I do spend time is in Instagram stories, because that's what people are watching. They're watching stories and it's up so high right now. It's a marvelous time to get comfortable with video. No excuses. Don't even want to talk about it. Just get comfortable with it, play around with it, delete it, play around with it again, delete it, play around with it again. Use a filter, play around with it. You don't have to be all buttoned up on this stuff anymore. Especially now. I'm in a freaking hat today. I was like, I'm not doing my hair. I'm just not doing my hair. Then make a list of categories that you think will be appropriate for your audience and avatar. Okay. I usually have, you know, first-time home buyer tips, home seller tips, community tips, quote of the day. You could use favorite restaurant of the week. Showcase a local business that way, you know. And I know there's a lot of talk about going out and interviewing people. That's kind of hard right now. And when you're first starting on this stuff anyways, you just need to get comfortable. And so here's a tip for you. Like one of the things I'm doing on Boca, and I'll show you what I'm doing, is once a day, I go on and I share different businesses and restaurants from their posts on their feed to my stories. That's a little hack. So if you really aren't feeling like doing a story, and let's face it, we are in very stressful times. Everybody's dealing with different levels of wanting to be social, not wanting to be social. borrow other people's things. Share them, don't steal them, share them, and be a good community bug right now. You know, like, so I do that. I tag them, and that means people in my audience are going to see, oh, they're doing curbside takeout. Oh, they're doing something special. Oh, don't forget, when we're back to normal, don't forget this business. So you can have a lot of fun with just being a good community person right now. You know, once you pick your categories, let me grab my little thing here. What other categories do I have here? You can also then create your, what do you call it? Your content topics under that. So for example, like a really popular category is home decor, believe it or not. People love home decor. They like DIY. So say if you were going to make one of your categories home decor, here are some things that you could use. Share an HGTV link. Talk about holiday decor. What do we have coming up that you can actually talk about? Memorial Day. That's going to be one. We have Easter this week. You can share things about virtual Easter services, for example. My church, which is an Episcopalian church, and I wouldn't say they've been overly techie, but let me tell you something. They are techie now, and they are doing church services online, and they're doing a lot of different things online that they never did before, and I shared them to my Facebook page. But there are many online on Instagram, and you can do the same thing. And you know what? People really are just looking for different things right now. So you could do holiday decor. You could do outdoor living. A great topic would be, especially if someone's in a condo, how to create a nice outdoor living space on your balcony, for example, right? Thrift store finds. I love thrift store stuff. And let me tell you, that's a great topic. People love that. Can we thrift store shop now? No, but people are buying things online. So isn't that a form of thrifting and buying secondhand goods? People are buying and having them shipped. You can talk about low-cost home decor ideas. Staging. How does staging improve the price point of your home? How can you do DIY staging? Take things from your home and restage your bedroom right now. Maybe you're sick of your bedroom. Look around your house and move stuff around. See where I'm going with this? If you start making these lists and just kind of coordinating them on a calendar, right? Then what I want you to do is go back and create folders of photos that you've already taken. Maybe you've got some video. Maybe you have some favorite quotes. Start thinking about hashtags that you want to use. Like I said, start thinking micro-branded for yourself, hyper-local, throw in some sprinkles of a little broader, and start coming up with a list of at least, like, you can use 10 on your stories, you can use 30 on posts, whatever you're comfortable with right now. But what you can do is you can save them and copy and paste them and move them around for your different posts and your stories. Once you do that and you think about, okay, here's what my topics are going to be, here is my little calendar, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this is where I'm committing to post. This is the category for Mondays. Just keep it the same every Monday. Keep it simple. Here's the topic for the first Monday of the month, the second Monday of the month, the third Monday of the month, the fourth Monday of the month. And then create the caption based on whatever your photo is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then you're just going to have it all scheduled. And the ways that you can schedule it are either you can manually schedule it, or you can use a platform like Planoly or Later or Hootsuite. A little tip, if you don't have great pictures, and keep in mind, Instagram is such a visual platform, it's like a visual magazine, then get some freebies. Pixabay, Stock, Snap, Unsplash, Pexels. I sometimes intersperse these free stocks, not Shutterstock, because you have to pay for those. I sometimes intersperse when I'm having like a creative block and I'm like, I don't really have anything great. Let me go in and look. Oh, here's a great beach snap, or you know what I'm saying? And they're fun to look at because it's inspiring. It'll give you some good ideas. I love these platforms so much. And and like I said, organize your photos into little folders on your phone in your photo app, because you'll be like sitting there going, oh, I need a beach photo. I need a downtown photo. I need a photo of me holding a glass of wine or a food pic. So set up files like that, like folders, and start organizing at least 10 photos in each one. That's a little task for you guys. That's going to make it easier for you when you're planning your content. You know, you won't be like grasping like, oh, where is everything? And really what we're doing here is batching. And I know you guys know this, like if you sit down and you want to create a listing package, you're going to sit there and do it all together at one time. This is no different. It's just grouping, you know, similar tasks that require the same kind of resources so that you can complete everything. And it saves you so much time. You know, it saves you a ton of time to batch. So consider that, and it'll make you more consistent. Here are those other platforms if you want to use platforms like Planoly, later, Hootsuite, and Template, and or create a template. This is another way for you to create your content calendar. I use Planoly a lot because I can move my posts around so that they have a consistent look, because I like my feeds to have either branded with colors, or you'll see how I do my the Michele Bee, which I like a lot of white space, so I do quotes. So I'm going to show you that. So let's go, let me go to, let's see here, Heather, how can I, let me go here and move this around. Let me see here. I got to go. Now I want to share a different screen. So how am I going to do that? Let's see here. Oh, I can't hear you. Heather, you're muted. Unmute yourself, girl.
I would unshare and then reshare because it'll ask you what you want.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. New share. Okay, it was up at the top right. See,
Okay.
I'm techie only to a point. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going here. We'll figure this out. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing.
I see where the Zoom is, so you have your Boca tabs up there. So go ahead and click on.
Oh, good. All right, let me. All right, can you see my Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so guys, this is my Instagram. I'm going to see if I can make this smaller. There we go. This is my Soboka one. Let me go to, here we go. This is my real estate one. So can everybody see that okay? I think so.
Yes.
All right, so basically this is, the semantics of this are, this is my profile handle, okay? This is super important right here, and I will tell you, preferably it should be your name, but I've had my account so long, it would be too much for me to change it. People do call me Michele Bee, so I left it. Where I did update it was right here. This is super important. I would always put your city, your community, and realtor maybe after that. I think that's great. I just was telling Heather, I just tweaked my bio. This is your bio right here. Super important that you play around with this and you have something to say that you share. Notice I have the little emojis here too. You get one chance to make an impression on somebody coming to visit your profile. So you want them, because once people look at your bio, they don't normally look at it a bunch of times after. So one of the things I did is I tweaked it and put virtual real estate pro and reload consultant, because one, what are we doing right now? Virtual real estate. And two, people are going to be relocating to South Florida for sure. I've already had people reach out to me because it's people in the Northeast, in New York and New Jersey. They definitely are looking for, you know, a place to go and to purchase for down the road. I do have my little hashtag here for Soboka, so that if people want to click that, they can follow me there. And then I have a few other little things. And then this is one opportunity you have to put a link in your bio. I use Linktree, and here's why. Because I can link a number of things versus just having one link, right? I have many things here that I have linked.
Do you pay for it, or do you use
I think there's a free version, but I think I may pay for it because it's branded more, because I have two versions, one for Soboka too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I use the free version for the office and for my personal account. And
yeah, I think because there's something I paid for, but it's cheap. It was like $7 a month for both of them.
yeah.
It may be because I have colors or something, but it gives me the opportunity to link things other than just having one link to one landing page. Now, when I have active listings too, I will put it right, usually I make it a top link, just an FYI. But this is a fun little thing that you can do. And so like if you're talking about something, say on an Instagram story or a post, like I have a 7-day declutter challenge. So I can say, hey guys, I've got this declutter challenge, which was really timely because everybody's decluttering. I'm like, you can grab it now. Great way to build your email list. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so let me go back.
And of course, if anybody wants to have this set up or has any questions, because for agents, when you're posting a new listing, you could have the free version of Linktree, which will have your listings as a tab, blog as a tab. And that way, when you're posting the information, links are not hyperlinked in Instagram. So you almost have to say, use link in bio, and then you'll have that drop down for blog, for listing, for whatever you want. Landing pages, like what Michelle was just saying, we can create landing pages. You can create one in MailChimp for free, or use any of, whatever we have on the office level. So definitely, that's why I use the Linktree, and I don't use any paid. I always use the free. So
yeah,
I can
I
help
think
you
mine are paid for a reason. I can't remember why. I do probably have to go back and figure that out.
Probably the branding, because I don't think that they have that cool little pink.
No, it's probably a branding thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so you can really have fun with your bio and look at other agents who have a good following, what their bio is saying. Like, none of this is like, don't reinvent the wheel. Just look at what other people are doing. I change my bio frequently, but what I was telling Heather was I just tweaked it and I noticed I had a bump up in followers. So it might just be because I added a few different things here. It's hard to say.
Oh my gosh, you're so close to 10,000, Michelle.
I know.
So what happens at 10,000? Like, I'm not even.
Swipe up.
And then you can have the link. Yes. So you get the link up, meaning you can post something and it'll be like swipe up and it actually goes to the website. And you have to have 10,000 followers for that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think
cool
I need to halfway, but I would
now
love that. You're so close.
I'm so close. So please, I need people following me so I can I just want to, and just premise this, guys. You don't have to have 10,000 followers to have a successful account. You can have 500 followers. It's really all about your community. I just have had this for a while, and then I made it a goal. Okay, 10,000 followers, which was like a year ago, because that was like the big thing. And now it's like, but then I'm like, no, that's still my goal. I want to hit 10,000 on this. And there is a hack to be able to get the swipe up, but you have to use IGTV, which is Instagram's version of YouTube. But I'll show you real quick what that is. And here's the highlights that I was going to tell you about. And here's, in particular, I set up these highlights here. And if you click on 30 IG tips, I've got tons of Instagram tips there, but I'll just touch it real quick. Hopefully it'll work. Hey guys, so one of the things I wanted to do starting around mid-month was 30 days of Instagram. And basically, this is a place. Engage. Hold on here. How do I get out of it? Not only are you. All right, now I got to get out of it, right? Oh, crap. If you're going to
do you not see the X?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. There it is. So what's nice about this, though, is you can share this link anywhere. And basically the highlights allow you to save a story that you might enjoy. So here's my stories from today. Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't get a lot of views yet. I think people are sleeping in. But like you can do like polls here. Get the app to use the sticker. See, I got to do that on there. But this is a way to engage with people by asking questions.
How are you? So today,
Yeah, everybody was like sleepy yesterday.
I need to do more of the questions and the polls. And I mean, I'm getting comfortable with the stickers.
Yeah.
People. And I love the stickers because right now, like this week is Children's Hospitals Week. So I have content planned, you know, with the stories and the post for the office and stuff. And they have, when I go into the stickers and I just type in CMN, you'll actually have like the kids holding the balloon, and it's really cute. There's so many different things that you can use. And of course, all the Remax stickers are in there as well.
It's fantastic. And it's a way to engage with your audience. People love to answer questions. So when you go on your phone and you're doing a story, for example, you have the opportunity, once you've done a story, to grab a GIF. And in the GIFs, they have the poll stickers, the question stickers, the countdown stickers. If you have an open house, eventually, say it's a virtual open house right now, then you have lots of different ways to engage with your audience, and it's fantastic. And as you can see, I set up a bunch of different highlights. You don't need this many. I'll probably cut some of these down at some point. I just haven't bothered. I'm curious what this poll one is, though. I wonder if as a midlifer, how are you leveraging social media? 405 views. And then you can go back and you can see the answers that people give you, by the way, for 24 hours. Now, if you save it into a highlight, it's there in perpetuity, which is great.
Yeah, that was my problem, was with the Remax, we had to ask questions, but I had no idea how to find them.
Yeah, it's
my own questions because I had no idea. I saw it at one point, but I don't know. I couldn't remember how I found them. So
it's when you open it up to look at the analytics.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone had to show me how to do that after the fact. Maybe
I will do that.
Did at R4 when I told you.
Oh, that's right. And here's how my feed looks. So you can see I have a lot of white space. I do quotes. I add video. You can use video inside the post, which is amazing. This is such a robust platform, you guys. You never have to leave it if you don't want to. But I do some self-promotion in here, but then I always have tips for agents. I have tips for buyers and sellers. I share my listings. This was an IGTV that I did. So you could watch the first few minutes of it. And then then you have to go to the actual IGTV after the 60 seconds. And I'll show you guys. Let me see if I can close that. If I go to IGTV right here, you'll see here are the IGTV videos. And this is the only other place you can put a live link, because it'll let you do that in here. Let's see if, I think you got to open it up and do it, but you can put a live link in here. Whoops, I don't want to delete this. But see what you can also do? You can copy the link and share it somewhere else and get people over to your Instagram. You can share it to Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, via email. A lot of agents don't realize how much.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's very cool. And same thing, let me see. So you know what's happening? Your little heads are bopping around here. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to, let's see, how do I close this out? I usually am not on my laptop as much. Hold on, we'll do it this way, see if that does it. If I go to highlights, here's Soboka, just for example. I do cross-pollinate a little bit, so, okay. Now, I think on so it's got to be done from your phone, but you can do the same thing with your highlights. So maybe you have a seller that is interested in hiring you. There's no reason you can't share a listing highlight, which is kind of like your sizzle reel, with them. It's the coolest thing. By the way, if you're at all a football fan, that was Mark Richt. He was
Hey
the
guys,
Georgia
Amy today.
coach.
I'm here at Robin Stuckey.
But you can kind of
Or
see some of the
Bubble
stuff that I've
Brunch
cross-pollinated.
or-
And then real quick, I'm going to go over to Soboka so you guys can see that as well. I don't recommend that you have 2 accounts. It's a lot of work. It just so happens that I do have 2 separate businesses, and now they're kind of cross-pollinating more and more, but just focus on one because it's a lot just to handle one. But once you get in the groove, it's pretty easy, wouldn't you say, Heather?
My dogs have their own account. My guinea pigs used to have their own account.
There you go.
We're down to finally one.
Yeah.
So what platform are you using or app when you're creating, whether the quotes or any of the graphics? What are you doing that all from your
Honestly,
phone or?
a lot of times I'll just use like a typorama for quotes, but honestly, it's a black and white quote. Who owns it? I just, grab those. If it's something specific from someone, I'll make sure that I mention them. But in most cases, black and white quotes are just black, unless it says something like it's from a Shutterstock or something like that. But I'll create on Canva, and I'll create on Typorama or something like that. My videos, I use InShot and Splice all the time. I posted something the other day that I want to show you guys because this is an example of what I put on Soboka. I'm going to share this over to the Michele Bee, but this literally took me, I asked Allie, I said, how long did it take me to put this together? She said about 15 minutes, maybe 20. So I want to show you an example of what you can do. My goal is, I'm a media company that happens to sell real estate because nobody wants to hear stats all the time and open houses all the time. I mean, come on, you don't want to hear that all the time. But people are fascinated by decor and food and lifestyle, right? So, and you guys live in a great place like I do. Okay, so this literally took me no time. And I did this on InShot.
I think on Facebook you had everyone was posting their drinks.
So that was all done on a little app on my phone. And Allie has a beautiful, I'm never going to say this right, charcuterie board. So she's been making these beautiful, like little things for us. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make that for Soboka. People loved it. That's how easy it was. And I got great engagement. So again, whether you have 500 people, 100 people, or 10,000 people, you can, really, it's all about engagement. If you are going to do a post, do it, comment on other people's posts. Comment on 5 posts a day, like 5 posts a day, and do 5 Instagram stories a day. That's kind of my measurement. And I don't care if you do them all at the same time, but just be consistent with it. That's how you build your followers. Because when you comment on somebody else, their followers are going to see your comment. They may check your feed out. And it's reciprocal. Now, I will tell you one thing. Just because you follow me doesn't mean I have to follow you back. That isn't how Instagram works. And don't be upset if somebody doesn't follow you back. And don't unfollow them. If you really like what they're posting, follow them. But it's not a follow for follow game. It really is not. And sometimes real estate agents, I can tell they get upset if I don't follow them back. But I'm very specific on who I want to follow. And it's not that I'm not watching or liking or commenting on your stuff. I just may not follow you back. That's okay. But here's my separate account, as you can see. And a little bit different here. This is what I was telling you guys. Support local. Let me see what I have up.
Hey guys, it is National Beer Day, and we have Giovanni's in the neighborhood. Gourmet Italian ice, but they also have like dinner. So guess what? I'm not cooking again. Cheers.
So one of the reasons I started doing this was because the restaurants here, like everywhere, can't have anybody there. So I started a highlight called #SupportLocalBoca, and I started posting businesses and just sharing from their feeds to my story. These are all local. And they really appreciate it, and they share it on their feed. So it's really a great way to support local and share what's going on with your audience. And it shows that you have community spirit, because especially right now, it's so important that we all band together and help each other out.
And it is easy when you can share other content. You're helping them. You're not having to go into a creator to create something and find it. You know, you're just really sharing, tagging, using the hashtag or whatever, and just putting it in the stories. And I can say, when I look at all of our analytics from our websites, stories has pushed into the top 5.
Yes.
I have no idea how they even know that, because it's not like people, like there's links. So I don't know how that's even there, but I don't do nearly enough stories. So that's something I am trying to do. Highlighting is fun. And of course, if you want me to make those cute little bubbles for you to be custom, let me know. I have templates in my
and
Canva.
it's not hard.
No, and it's
I want to
stays
just
forever.
mention a couple things before we end, because I know we're going to have to end. One, make content that you can repurpose. I can take anything on my platforms and repurpose it to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Pinterest is another search engine. I'm sure some of you are pinners. This is a great time for you to learn how to really handle Pinterest. You do one graphic on Canva, you can resize it to a Pinterest pin. That's a great search engine. Send them back to your website. The goal here is to lead generate and to connect with people that can refer you business. That is the end game with this. It's not, listen, when I say, okay, this is lots of fun, but hey, I'm in business and I survive by selling houses and, working with buyers and sellers. So I try to put content out there that really makes sense, that's going to attract someone. And I've had people from my YouTube channel, from my blog, and from Instagram, it's part of my toolkit, right? Connect with me, and I have closed transactions from them. So it's not just playing around on this, it's actually, are you in this to win this? And this is your time to shine as agents and be the community influencer that I know all of you can be in different scenarios. And I'm really big on that. It comes naturally to me. I've been here a long time, but once I understood that I could really have fun with this, it became much easier. And like I said, if you're having a bad day, use a filter, man. You can see I use filters all the time.
That was one of the probably one of the best tricks, because I'm not like thrilled of putting myself on video for stories and stuff like that. It's just, I do it for videos, for my tutorials, no problem at all. But when it comes to putting me like on video, but when you told me I could use the Snapchat, save it, and then use that for my stories.
Remember?
Oh my gosh, Snapchat has some awesome filters. So I just go into Snapchat. I'm not posting it to Snapchat. I'm doing it in Snapchat, downloading it, and then that's what I'm uploading into my stories, because Snapchat can make me look silly, and that's kind of where I get comfortable, or it makes me look really pretty. It takes off 20 years.
And Instagram has filters too, but Snap's always had like great ones. And here's one here too. I want to just share it, you guys. This is something I did on Delray Beach. It's an IGTV. What's nice about this, again, here we go. Live link goes right over to my blog. See that?
And for IGTV, is it a matter of, do you have to do it on IGTV? Or for me, it was just too long of a video and it turned into IGTV. So I didn't.
Yeah, IGTV, you can only do up to 60 seconds video in a post. And if it's longer than that, you put it in IGTV and then link it to your profile, because that'll help you get more views of it. And what I like in particular is that in IGTV, look at all these live links I put in here. There's my YouTube channel. Here's my blog. Here's the blog on this. So just to give you guys an idea, there you go. Goes right to my blog, So Boca.
That
Bing,
is
bing,
good to know.
boom.
Okay.
There's that, right? There's that. If I go, oh, go away. If I go back to, where was this one? Hold on, was it here?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yes.
If I go here, here's my YouTube channel. It's the only place that you can, other than the link in your bio, and then they have to go blah, blah, blah. But here's a video that I did. So here we go. So my goal is to attract people, right? To my channel. And I'm actually playing with my channel because I just redid the header art. So it was more attractive. This is the time where you guys have time to do this. And I made it look a lot nicer, more appealing. I put my big fat head up there. I do sometimes look like this.
That's awesome. Does anybody have questions?
You know, iTunes is just a fantastic platform. Huh?
I was just
What'd
going
you
to see if anyone has questions, if they want to unmute and ask away.
Yeah.
Because I know we have Katie Lance in a few minutes. She's doing her
Love
social
Katie.
for Remax. So it's like a social day today.
It's social day, and Katie and I had a great time out in Las Vegas.
I know. I'm
She's
so
awesome.
bummed. Second year in a row, I did not see her.
How is that possible?
It was crazy. There's so many people I didn't see this past year.
Well, next year, well, who knows? Next year. I can tell you what, I won't be shaking anybody's hand. I'll be like, hey.
Fist or elbow
I
bump.
don't know, don't touch me. I'm just gonna be like this.
So any questions? I think I
Thank
asked.
yous?
I think we got everything.
A lot. I threw a lot at you.
And I even learned some even more stuff. So now I'm going to have to go play and do more. I think I've only found the IGTV on accident. And that was when I was posting all those videos and they were too long and
Oh,
graphics didn't match quite. I don't know. Just kind of.
yeah. Oh, well, see, like this here, here's an example. I didn't take that picture. That's from like Pixabay.
I love that. And I think I have a
Site.
blog with like 50 of the free sites
Yeah.
to grab graphics.
I am gonna do a blog on cruising because we did go on a great Disney cruise, but I'm gonna wait probably until summer to actually do the blog itself. These are my girls, by the way.
Oof.
That was at a wedding in Italy in September that we went to.
Jeez.
Kylie has some really cool friends.
Thank you so much for all of this information. This is fantastic. And I know I've already got text, so I get to play.
I hope it helps you guys.
Thank you.
No,
And
this
please
has
make
been
sure you follow
awesome.
me and tell your friends to follow me. I do
know,
have
you're
pretty
so
good
close.
content.
I can't wait to check in a couple weeks.
I know. I'm thinking this is probably going to be good for my feed. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Don't unfollow me, though.
Wait to get that 10K. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
thank you so much.
My pleasure. You're the
This has been
best.
Fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I was like, oh, I always get nervous. Like, I'm not going to give enough proper stuff, but hopefully.
No, this is good stuff.
Good.
It's awesome.
You guys can follow Soboka too. That's fine. Follow that too. I'm getting close there, Heather. Look.
I know. I saw that was like 8,500. Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Michelle.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You.
Okay.
You're such a rock star. Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Back at you guys, and stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for spending some time with us today. I know it's busy, but it's not busy. And like I said, I know we have a lot of things on our minds. So thank you.
Love you.
Mwah.